So who's your favorite turtle out of all the turtles?
Um, for me, it's always been since I originally saw the original 19 early 2000s animation series. It's always been Raphael. I think he has the coolest look. I think he has the best personality. He's an angry little piece of shit, and he's awesome.
I think Raphael's my favorite too. Michelangelo isn't the original, but Raphael, any other iteration, probably is my favorite. But it just depends on what version of Raphael. The original, I think Michelangelo is better, but in like the 2003 series, this movie, Raphael is definitely my favorite since he's always pissed off and damn and shit like that. Just Raph is just one of
Yeah,
the best.
but I think he's also the best personality wise. He's the one who gets the movie going. He's the
Yeah,
one who saves.
especially in this
He's the
movie.
one who saves the reporter. He's the one who goes out to fight. Like he's like
Really,
the
he got in a
only real
coma,
turtle who goes
but
out.
still.
He's the only real turtle to go outside of their camp. You know.
Mm-hmm. Raphael just gets
I
pissed
mean,
off and he leaves. He's fucking leaves. Raphael's
yeah,
just
man.
badass. I will admit
And I
Leo
also love
is
his
always the character I
argument.
place. I
Oh, I'm sorry for interrupting you, brother. But
shut
the
up. I
thing
need
about me
to.
is
Sorry.
I
Shut
love
up.
Raphael's person. God, will
Yeah,
you
I
just
know.
stop saying shut up?
Yeah, I know. I'm
God,
sorry. I'm getting interrupted a lot.
I know you're getting interrupted. So why don't you just mute yourself and let me talk, and then when I'm done, I'll get you back. Okay?
All right, go.
Okay. So I love Raphael's kind of little arguments that he has with Leonardo. Leonardo is like the de facto leader, but Raphael also wants to be the leader too. But Raphael can never truly be a leader because he doesn't really know how to handle everybody else.
Except in the New
And
Turtle
I just love the
series.
arguments that they get into.
In the New Turtle series, Raphael's the leader. I think Leto in the new series is the trickster or some shit kind of the group. I don't know why they changed it. I haven't watched the show, but I think it's supposed to be okay. But I've heard of it at least.
I'm sorry, I don't watch any new Teenage Mutant Ninja
Yeah,
Turtle
neither
shows.
have I.
Sorry,
So,
I'm stuck in the '90s. I rather watch
what about the
the
early two
new
thousands?
mutation. I'm stuck in the '90s and early 2000s Turtles. I
Yeah.
don't care for anything after the early 2000s and after the '90s. I don't care about
Do you
anything
remember
that
Turtles
came out of
Forever?
the Turtles.
That ending to the 2003 series, Turtles Forever. That was actually a really good special
No,
and a good end of the series. We'll review that one
I
day. Turtles Forever.
just
Hmm.
find me a way to watch it, and I'll watch it every
It's on
day, baby.
YouTube, I think. I'd have to look.
I don't know,
It's been a little while since I've
but
looked.
another reason why I love Raphael, I think he's one of the only characters to keep his original personality from the comics because, as you know,
Yeah,
the
he
comics were
is.
really bloody and gory, and
Like
I
in the
think he
original. Here, I can explain this
and
one.
then you do it because I'm
Yeah.
not very
In the
well
original
versed in the
comics,
original
pretty much
comics.
all the turtles were really pissed off. All of them. And none of them really had a different personality. It wasn't until the show that they add the headbands and gave them different personalities. The only difference is that they had different weapons, and that's about it.
There was no really diversifying. I think Raphael is kind of a holdover from that. He's one of the only real characters to come over from the comic, which is pretty cool. I also like how brutal Raphael is. He's one of the most brutal of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know,
Yeah, Raph is definitely the one to keep his original personality. He keeps it the most,
yeah.
and all of them had good weapons in this movie. All of them had the weapons. All the weapons match the person. Yeah, I think Donatello's one of my favorites in this movie too. I like Donnie. Leo's always been my least favorite, but I still like Leonardo.
Leonardo has always been my second favorite. I think the guy in the purple has always been my least favorite.
Donnie, just dependent on the. It's just dependent on the incarnation of Donatello. If he's really fucking nerdy, then he's my least favorite. But if he's like in this movie, he's my third favorite. He's in this movie he's
I
played
don't
by
know.
Corey
And
Feldman, and he's really good. And
Corey
he's really good in
Feldman,
this
where have I
movie.
heard that name? Where have I heard that?
What'd you say?
Where have I heard Feldman's name? I
Corey
don't
Feldman's
remember
in
him.
Friday 13th Final Chapter.
Oh, he's the guy that came out with that documentary, right? For the two Coreys.
Yeah, that's him. He was
Oh,
in Goonies and shit like that. He voiced
yeah,
Donatello, not in the second one though. I think he was in rehab or some
yeah,
shit during the second one. He was
yeah.
in the
He
third
he
one
had
though.
a he had a big drug problem back in the late 90s, or
This was
in
it
the
was
mid
from the early
90s. He had a
'90s.
big
Yeah,
he had a big drug problem. I think
that's probably was why he
the
wasn't in the
story is
second one.
that one of the producers on the Lost Boys got him hooked on drugs.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. I saw the. I saw that. But we're not here to talk about that.
I didn't see the
That's.
documentary.
I did. But Leo is the one that I always pick if I'm playing video games. I'm playing video games, I always choose him. I don't know why. He's the one that I just choose.
Just
If I
because he
play like
has the
Turtles in
best
Time or
weapons.
some shit, I always pick Leo.
I just don't like Donnie. I never liked him. I like him because he makes weapons for the group, but
Yeah,
before
he's the one that
that,
makes the sheets.
he's I just don't seem like he's really that worthy
What'd you
because
say about Mikey?
he doesn't really.
Yeah, I can understand them liking Michelangelo as much. I like him though. Mikey's my second favorite. He's been my favorite at times, just depending on what version. Like the original, he's my favorite. Raphael is pretty much very similar to Michelangelo in the original. Sometimes they're actually the same.
I
In the
always like
original, they would
Michael because he's the goofball and he's the only real one who's really goofy.
yeah,
He's more or less the kid of the group,
yeah, pretty
which is
much. He's
pretty
the
cool.
youngest and the shortest too. Then Leo, I guess, is the oldest. Maybe Raphael might be the oldest. That would make some sense, but
Leonardo, I believe, is the oldest. Raphael is the second oldest. And Donatello is the third, and Mikey is the fourth.
hmm
That's why Leonardo is the tallest, Raphael is the second tallest, and they each go down by a letter.
oh, I never noticed Leo's the tallest. I thought, oh, whatever. I think Leo was a bit.
Raphael and Leonardo are practically the same height.
Yeah, maybe they might be. Actually, they technically are twins. They're whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. Something uplets. I don't know what the hell they are.
They all mutated at the same time, so wouldn't they technically be twins?
Yeah, they're kind of like whatever uplets. I don't know. Quaduplets. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So
Well,
anyway,
let's
we
start the
actually gotta
movie,
get into the
man.
movie. We gotta watch. We gotta talk about the movie, which is a fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. So you ready for
We're
this?
not just
You
here
ready
to
to start the
talk.
movie?
Hell yeah, brother,
Yeah, hell
let's
yeah.
do
Let's
this
talk about fucking Ninja
shit.
Turtles. Ninja fucking Turtles. So, New York is ridden with fucking crime. All the people are getting robbed and shit because, the foot are assholes and they're taking boxes really damn fast. They're fast ninjas. And April
That's because they
O'Neil.
got a bunch of kids doing their bidding, and they all go
Yeah.
into one machine.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It's like a montage. It shows you everything they need to know about the state New York's in
Yeah, well,
and the
April's
state that the
talking
Foot
and
Clan
shit.
are in.
April's, I think actually her actor in Secret of the Ooze might be slightly better. She looks more the part, but this girl's
I
fine.
don't
She's good
know.
as April.
All I know is April in this movie is practically gorgeous. I love her. She looks amazing.
I've never
I don't
liked much
care
Ninja Turtles
if she
before.
looks right. She just looks beautiful. She's the perfect '90s woman. I love her. I prefer '90s women over '80s women all day, every
Yeah,
day. So
definitely. I'll definitely agree with you on that. 90s women are better than the 80s. It's definitely true.
maybe it's because I'm practically a '90s kid. Grew up in the early 2000s. But
Early
yeah, I always
2000s are
loved the
really similar
90s.
to the 90s. Like early 2000s. Late 2000s are very different. Late 2000s kind of sucked. Or wait,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was born around
2000s.
the early 2000s, so
Anybody
don't want to give
born after
away.
2004 is a piece of shit.
You could tell me. My cousin was born in 2006. Fuck him. But yeah, I was born early 2000s, so I remember a lot from the 90s. I grew up watching VHS tapes. Not a lot of people did.
Yeah, so did I. I grew up
So,
with
but
VHS
yeah, I
tapes.
just love the way April looks in this. It's amazing.
I own this movie on DVD though. I remember there was also a thing you could play, like it was like kind of like a little map on the DVD, and I always used to play that and try to get through it, you know. But sometimes I would
I
stop by
don't.
like Splinter and shit, or not Splinter, Shredder and shit, kind of stuff. But it was a fun
I
game.
need to buy that DVD. You need to send me the DVD and I'll send you the Blu-ray.
What, you got the Blu-ray?
There's got to be a steelbook of this movie, because the movie's just so good. It's got to have a steelbook.
Oh, it has to. It wouldn't surprise me if Turtles 2 even gets one eventually. Let me see.
It wouldn't surprise me if Turtles 3 got a steelbook.
Oh no, it definitely didn't get a steelbook. That movie's hated, but eventually it might. Eventually it might. I don't know.
Yeah, one day it will turn 40 years old and everybody will forget how bad it is and everybody will be like, why isn't there a steelbook? Why? The movie was good, man. The movie was good.
I don't think. No, they don't have a steelbook. Well, they have one for
They don't
the Michael Bay movie, but they don't have one for the original.
Are you kidding me? They got one for the worst movie remake of all time, but they don't have one for the 90s classic? God, kill me now.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Scream Factory, I call upon you. I will not buy a single one of your Blu-rays until you make us a steelbook of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Hell yeah. Ninja Turtles have all three of them the same one. It's the only time I'll say that having them not singular would actually be good for a steelbook.
Get some badass artwork.
Yeah, get
some
badass
cool
artwork.
shit.
Have you ever seen the DVD or I think it's the Voodoo fucking covers and shit? Here, I'm gonna send it to you really quick.
Hell yeah, brother, send it to me, brother.
It's fucking terrible.
God damn it, my buddy Jax just texted me.
It's fucking
no.
terrible. They have the TMNT 3 designs. I don't know why. They don't look like that in the movie. And for some reason, Leo got the cover for the first movie. Raphael doesn't have even a cover. The second movie's Donatello, which makes sense that he did have a different voice. Then TMNT 3 is Michelangelo, even though he's not in part of the movie. He's most of the movie's not even in. Yeah, that cover is just fucking terrible for all three movies. I prefer the original for all three. All three of the original covers are definitely better. They look better. Even the DVD cover is better. Which the DVD cover is okay, but it's not the original cover. It's okay, it works. I think the Turtles 2 cover has always been the same, though. You know, not counting the Blu-ray or whatever the hell it's on.
Yeah, man, I hear you. Let me look at these.
Yeah, look at...
Oh, yeah, I remember that. It doesn't represent how good the actual movies, like, animations are. But I wouldn't mind having that on a steelbook or a DVD.
Well, that
I wouldn't mind it.
Bad as it, but I think they should have all four turtles on the cover. You know, since it's
yeah,
shows
they could do something really cool. Like if Scream Factory got the artwork, they could have like Raphael in his trench coat in the background. They could have Casey Jones. They could have a lot. What they should have done is Netflix has this cover where like you see the movie before it starts, like the movie's trailer. It shows you like this little bitty slide cover of it, and it has all four Ninja Turtles plus Casey plus whatever her name is, the beautiful chick,
yeah.
April, and it has all those together in like one line, and they all looking like pretty badass. And I think that should be Steelbook if they got it in the right animation.
Hell yeah!
Style.
The Turtles 3 though. They won't have the Turtles 3 animatronics. It doesn't look as good. I rewatched a scene from Turtles 3 recently, and I looked at it and like, God damn, does it look bad when rewatching? Wow. Compared to this movie, at least.
I don't even remember the movie, so...
Turtles 2 looks pretty decent, though. I will admit that. I like Turtles 2. But
I think Ninja Turtles 2 goes too far into being a joke, which is my main problem with it. Because in one, it has... In the first one, it has some jokes, but it doesn't go full on the comedy. But I think the second one...
It's mostly dark. It has some dark moments. But then Turtles 2 is too much.
I don't know, man, because...
I still like
I haven't watched Ninja Turtles 2 in like 10 years, probably. give or take 10 to 15 years.
Yeah. I haven't watched in a while either. My DVD's fucked up of it. That's all. I had it.
I'll tell you what, man. We'll trade. Okay, you give me a Blu-ray of Opera, and I'll buy you a Blu-ray of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Okay, do a trade.
What did I? Blu-ray Opera?
Yeah. The guy who did Suspiria, he did a movie called Opera. It's my third favorite horror movie, and I need to own it in Blu-ray form.
I've never heard of it, so... And I guess I could buy it, but I don't have any money right now.
It's a trade, man. It's alright, dog. I'm always trying to make people offers. You know this from the Friday the 13th podcast that never got made.
So anyway, April is in yellow, of course. You know, reference. Reference isn't a good reference. And she gets mugged. Kind of reminds me of that scene in the original Spider-Man with fucking... when Mary Jane gets robbed. It kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah,
man.
I
don't know why. We'll review Spider-Man one day. But anyway, so the light gets
No. We're not going to review the original Spider-Man. We're going to review Spider-Man 2, because that's the best one.
That's the best one, but Spider-Man 1 still deserves a review. I guess I still gotta review Spider-Man 2. I've been wanting to. I just haven't got to yet.
You need to review Spider-Man 2 because you want to, bro.
I reviewed Spider-Man 1 a couple years back. I still gotta review Spider-Man 2, though, damn it.
Yo, listen, man, I'll be back in a second. You talk about the movie. I gotta go do something.
So, anyway, we get this scene where, the turtles take out the light, and all you hear is the noise, which I actually do really like. I kinda wish you could have saw it, but, you know, oh well. It's actually really done well, since, you know, you only get to hear it. And, Raph actually threw one of his size at the light, so I'm guessing Raph forgot to pick it up, and April picks it up and takes it, because, you know, why not? You see a random sign on the floor, you take it. You always take them size. And, Raph is technically the first turtle you see, only partly. You can only see part of his face. He's like, oh man. He doesn't say damn yet. He'll say damn later, a lot. But anyway, so anyway, we get that nice Turtles theme, which is actually really, you know, good theme. I actually always have liked it. It's always nice.
I love the rap theme at the end, where it's like this.
Yeah, that's actually really good. It kind of reminds me of like Monster Squad or some shit. Just like decided to end with a rap song. It's actually really
good. Teenage Mutant Turtles was getting really big. It had rap songs made about it.
Yeah.
Motherfucker got Corey Feldman in this shit.
Yeah, of course. And Corey... Well, they didn't get Corey in the second movie, which because of drugs, but...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to hear Donatello's voice in the second one because I think I prefer Donatello in the second one because I don't...
Yeah, I like Donatello in the second movie. He does sound really good, but they took back Corey right away when he was done with his rehab, I guess.
Yeah, because they got him in the worst one. They got him in the third one. Third one where they couldn't even use weapons, so they had to use sausages.
That was the second one.
Oh, really? I thought that was the third one.
No, third movie they're in Japan.
Yeah.
And Michelangelo.
One of those movies, they couldn't use weapons because mothers thought it would hurt their sons because, fuck, you can't have any fun.
In the cartoon, they actually trade, Michelangelo's, nunchucks for fucking grappling hook. And lucky, that's because some kid hit himself in the fucking face with nunchucks. Nunchucks, yeah. Nunchucks.
Dude, every kid has hit themselves with nunchucks, bro.
Yeah, they're lucky it wasn't a fucking sword.
Hell, I've kicked myself in the head with a nunchuck.
Yes.
What kid hasn't?
Yeah, I know, right?
You find a kid back then that hasn't done that. Find somebody. I bet you couldn't.
Every kid?
That's a fucking stupid excuse, man. I mean, they didn't replace the fatalities in Mortal Kombat because some kid died from it, did they? No!
Actually, you had to put in a code for it to be uncensored. In the original
No. That was the second one, and that
The
was
first one
only
was too.
on different.
You had to put in a
No, it
code.
wasn't. You didn't have to put in a code because I remember. I remember back in the '90s where they had
Well, if
actual
you're talking about an
advertisements on
arcade,
TV.
if you're talking about an arcade, then that's different. That's always bloody. But if you're getting on console,
Yeah,
then it'll be censored.
I was talking about the arcade.
Okay, you're talking about the arcade, then yeah, that's a little different. But on systems, it was censored.
That's
But
because system
the
manufacturers
main
don't know how
reason
to
why
make
it was
good
censored
games.
also, they also cut out all the dams and shit, which is one thing I really like about this movie. They keep saying "damn" so many times. Damn.
Man, I'm pretty sure I was watching the Netflix version. There was no damn.
There was no dams. Oh
Yeah,
damn.
in the Netflix version, there is a kid smoking a cigar.
Yeah, I saw that. I remember that. I thought they did. I thought they had at least a few dams. I don't know.
No, there were no dams. So whenever you started talking about Raphael saying dams in this movie, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, Jay? Fuck are you talking about, my boy?
Damn is just damn. You know.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna mute my mic really quick.
Damn is not a bad word. I mean, god damn it, you motherfucker, god damn, son of a bitch, damn. Damn it, boy, what are you doing? That ain't a cuss word, man. It's just because damn is used with other cuss words that make it kind of a cuss word, you know?
Yeah, it's kinda, sorta, not really that much. You know, but
In
anyway,
in George Carlin's 7 words that you should never say, damn was not one of them.
yeah, definitely not. Damn isn't even that bad. Maybe you're talking about damn. I know hell isn't even that bad either.
Damn!
Hell, ay caramba, which means hot damn.
Man, hell is only a bad word to people who are fucking Christians.
Yeah.
And even they don't like it. You can go to hell, motherfucking damn it.
So we get one of the first scene with the turtles, which, you know, they look fucking amazing. The turtles are back in town. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah.
The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
I
love it.
One thing I do love about this movie is the whole time they're trying to come up with a catchphrase. I know Donnie says Bossa Nova, which means very cool, I think. I'm not sure.
Cowabunga, dudes! I made it funny! I love Splinter, man. Splinter is probably my favorite character in this entire movie. I just love Splinter. I also like Splinter in the 2000s TV show. I'm pretty sure Splinter in that TV show, if I'm wrong, correct me, but I'm pretty sure he was actually a tiny rat. He wasn't actually big like the other turtles. But I love Splinter so much. He's such a cool and caring person. You know. But yeah, I just love Splinter. I love his personality. He's a really cool character. There's not many people like Splinter in movies. I mean, some people take after him, but there's no truly another Splinter in movies. You know. A person who truly does care. But hey, man, that's just the duty of doing this podcast. We just gotta re-roll. So
Yeah, just gotta.
I'm pretty sure we were at the part where we first introduced to Casey Jones.
Oh, were we talking
Now
about
you
that
go over
scene?
why you love the character of Casey Jones.
Actually,
I love
first,
Casey Jones.
I actually want to talk about that other scene with in the sewers when Donnie and Michelangelo are talking, since I wasn't able to talk about that yet. So this scene is really good.
Okay, well, you talk.
Foreshadowing shit, and I really like this scene. It's one of the really good emotional scenes, and I really do like this scene. And both voice actors do a good job, and yeah, animatronics always good. Plus, that pizza guy must be pissed off. He got like what, $3 off? Damn.
Yeah, they got $3 off because the taxes is $3, and if they don't get them to the pizza shop in 10 minutes, it's like free pizza.
Yeah, free pizza or not?
Man, I've never been in a city that actually has that. I just think they came up with that. I have no idea if it's actually
probably
real.
Plus, it was already down by the.
I just.
It was down in the sewers by the time he fucking got the money, so I don't think he wanted to go down there and fucking kick Michelangelo's ass for the money.
Dude, he wouldn't kick Michelangelo's
Well, he
ass,
wouldn't
man.
be able
Michelangelo,
to, but he'd try to.
Michelangelo would put him in a coma, bro.
Yeah.
The guy's never been hit with anything real.
Mm-hmm. Michelangelo's a badass. And Donnie would have been there anyway.
I'm a badass.
Out, so doesn't matter. So anyway,
I'm a
I just
badass.
noticed something. I was looking at it. They were actually watching. Michelangelo looks like he's watching Critters. That's what he was watching, Critters. I never actually noticed that before. Damn. But anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up in my review. I love how they bring in all these like old movies, like especially Critters, and I love how Raphael goes, "What the fuck? Why are people making these things?"
Oh, I forgot about that line.
It was hilarious. I was like, "You're going to give crap to Critters when you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?" I thought that was the funniest. That was the funniest scene in the entire movie.
That's one of the Raphael's one of the best characters in this movie. I think he is the best character, actually. The only character that might be close is Casey Jones, who is just fucking badass and shit. He's like kicking each other's asses. He is a vigilante. And
he's like Batman, but without the cool gear.
Yeah, I love how he wears that hockey mask. It's different than my own, and I would actually wear that hockey mask in a review if I could.
The cool thing about it is that mask is like so ingrained in pop culture that it's actually in GTA 5, and it's called the Casey Jones mask.
It's really
most people do not know it, but it's the exact same mask. They actually took pictures of it, I believe, and they put it in the game.
Oh, this is the same mask. Damn, I know they used to have the same mask that a very similar mask from Friday the 13th, but for some reason they changed it in the newer PS4 and shit like that, new next gen or whatever. I don't know why they changed it, but they did. If you still play the PS3 version, though, I think it's the same. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Casey Jones is fucking badass as shit. I always used to wear the, anytime I wore a hockey mask like that in GTA, I'd always wear the chrome one from TMNT. You know? Because that one is badass.
I prefer this one. I love Casey Jones, but I prefer the one from the 90s one because it looks more metal. It looks like if you hit him, it wouldn't hurt him because it looks more metal, which is what I like.
He looks like so pissed off, and it looks so damn badass.
It looks like a horror movie mask. Like if it was in a different movie and it was rated R, it could be a really good horror mask.
It'd be really good. And
especially with his long hair, with his black long hair that goes all the way down. It looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Sadly, he only wears it for this scene, I think, though. But at least he wears it a little bit. He wears it more than he does in the shadows.
No, wait. He wears it in the big fight scene where like all the Ninja Turtles are fighting the Foot Clan.
Maybe he
and they escape.
Oh wait, no, that's
but
right.
I believe
I almost forgot about that.
I believe the mask is broken in that scene because he doesn't wear it ever again.
Yeah, I know. And sadly, in a third movie, he's not. That's the only movie he's in instead of this. He's not in the second movie at all, which really kind of sucked. But whatever. The second movie's still fun, even though it's.
Did they get the original actor to come back?
Yeah, they did in the third movie, but they didn't give him anything to do. He was pretty much just a babysitter in that movie, even though he was the best part. He was still the best part of that movie, easy. Partly because Raphael's voice actor was he had a different voice actor. Which kind of did suck. But oh well. In that movie, he's still pretty good, though.
At least they got the original actor back, you know?
Yeah,
like,
at least.
That, even though that movie is supposedly crap, I hear people say it's crap. But, I do not know. I mean, I haven't seen the movie, and I probably never will.
You will eventually see it. Podcast. We'll definitely do this podcast eventually.
Yeah, man.
Because I want to do two.
But the thing is, it's like, if they could get all those actors back, it's got to be at least decent. It can't be, so bad.
It's not. It's been a while since I've watched it, but I watched one scene of the movie, and god damn, are those animatronics crap. But I don't know if the movie's as bad as it. I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. But I still have to rewatch it, so I don't know. But I don't think I would hate it.
Who knows? We will be the defenders. It's like whenever there's a review of that movie.
I'll defend it a little bit, but I don't think I'll be like full out.
When
I won't be on scene like you said something bad about
if I love the
I'm
movie,
gonna kick your ass. I'm not gonna be like that.
You said something bad about Turtles 3? I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
I'm
That's
not
what
gonna
I'll
be
do.
like that.
I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll
Normally,
gladly do that.
normally, if a lot of people like hate a movie, normally I defend it, but it just depends on the movie. Like, I'll give an example of.
Like the prequels, even though a lot of people like those movies now.
They're okay.
I mean,
They're okay. I don't hate them,
a,
except for
a, a
Heartbreaker.
lot of people are starting to love it, which is awesome. It's because when people started shitting on them, the people who loved the movies didn't really have a voice. But now the people are growing up, so now they're having their voices.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And then eventually the newer movies, people are hating on those. Some people hate
Newer
them more than the
movies suck,
prequels.
man.
I haven't watched the Last Jedi, or not the Last Jedi. Whatever the movie's
Return of Rise of Skywalker.
called. Rise of Skywalker, yeah, I can remember.
Don't worry, man. It's a shitty movie. I only know one person who legit likes it.
I liked Force Awakens, but that was about it so far. I still have to watch the movie.
Force Awakens, fucking hate it.
I liked Force Awakens. It was good. It was different enough to New Hope that I liked it. You know?
Nah, I don't really see a difference. I just hate that they just killed off. It could have been a great movie,
You talking about Han
but
Solo?
it
That
could have
makes
been a
sense.
good
Of course
movie.
they were gonna
But
kill him off. That's the only way he probably would have done it if they killed him off. That's probably was.
but
in his
it just
contract.
seems stupid to me.
When I saw
But
that
then,
scene, I
you
knew he was
know-
gonna die. I knew he was gonna die since Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna die too. It's just there are multiple scripts of that movie, and some of them have it to where he lives. It's just I do not think Han Solo is that good in the movie. I just think they turn him into this old man, and then they give him badass shit to do, and it's like you can either have one or the other. You can have him be badass like he's still young, but he's in this old form, or you can have him be a dumb oof, you know?
hmm
And it's just they try to do both, and it just don't work for me.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about Star Wars right now. We gotta talk about Turtles. Is it cricket or
Yeah,
cock?
man. We have to have at least one Star Wars rant per podcast.
Oh yeah, of course. But this is the first scene Casey gets to see fucking Raph and calls him a fucking what does he call him? I can't remember. Do you remember what he calls him?
Mutant?
No, he doesn't call him
I
that. He
don't-
calls him a punker. He calls him a punker. Punker with green face paint and wears a mask over his paint. I don't know. He calls him a punker, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crumpet, cricket. It's crumpet. You know? I can't remember exactly what Raph says. Fuck, but that's one of my favorite lines in the movie. I can't remember what he says. But Casey's like a fucking cheap little piece of shit, and he knocks him into a fucking trash can, which surprises me he can even fit in there. God damn. They probably had to take off or do something to make him fit in there. But Raph is fucking
Are you
pissed.
sure he?
What?
Are you sure Ref even went into there? I'm pretty sure he just
Yeah,
fell onto it.
No, he goes
Oh, that's
inside
right.
it.
Now I remember.
He goes full out inside of that thing in case he runs away. This is one of my favorite scenes too. Raphael kind of like jumps over a taxi cab, and the guy's like, "What the hell was that?" And he says, "It looks like kind of like a turtle in a trench coat," which is kind of like the movie being self-aware, and I really like that joke since, he's a fucking turtle.
I don't think that's in the Netflix version. I don't remember seeing that scene.
You don't?
There's a lot of things cut from the Netflix version. I do not know why.
Damn. I didn't watch the movie on Netflix. I watched the second movie on Netflix, though. Recently. I watched that a couple weeks back. Turtles 2
Well,
wasn't as good, but I liked it. What are you saying?
I said that I watched it on Netflix. I saw the movie probably back in the day on like VHS or something, but I haven't seen the movie since last night. I haven't seen the movie in like a few years, like probably 10 or 15
It's been
years.
maybe about 3 or 4 years since I've seen this movie. Same with Turtles 2 and 3. Except for the time that I watched it a couple weeks back, but we'll definitely review Turtles 2 and 3 eventually, and even TMNT will review. Hell, even review the Michael Bay movies. I like the Turtles. Now,
Can we review the badass like animated movie TMNT?
Yeah, I just said that, TMNT. Yeah, we'll review the game.
Oh man,
We'll review the game if we want, since I like the game.
The game of TMNT. Oh my god, I love
Yeah,
that
I
game, bro.
love that game.
I played it on GameCube.
Do you still have it?
Dude, we gotta play.
Hell yeah, I'll
I'm
play
pretty sure
that
I
game.
still.
Oh,
Dude, I'm pretty sure I still have it.
I have it on
I'm pretty
GameCube.
sure I have it in my. I got rid of the GameCube because it was broken, but I kept all the games for it. I think my granny kept all the games for it because
You
she was
still have a
planning on
Wii?
buying a new GameCube.
Still got a
But
Wii?
yeah, I don't have a Wii. Why would I have a Wii? Wii's are useless.
I said Wii, not Wii U. And I have a Wii.
Wii's are useless.
Well, everybody has a Wii somewhere. They're somewhere in their house. Everybody has had a
I
Wii
don't have a
in their
Wii.
life. Nah.
Not me, bro. I never had a Wii.
Oh, you poor baby. You didn't have a Wii.
But GameCube, man, I'm pretty sure I still own that TMNT game. I'll find it, and if I have it, I'll send it to you because you'll be a good owner for it. Since I don't plan on
I
owning
already
a
have
GameCube
TMNT
again.
on GameCube, so...
Oh man, dude, I need to play that game, dude,
Get an emulator.
so we can review it.
Just get an...
No, I'm not getting an emulator.
Well, if you get a PC,
I'll-
then you
I'll
gotta get emulators. I'll send you emulator links. Hell, I'll send you my emulators on fucking email and shit, and then you can use them.
Nah, man, I can't. I don't have a PC.
Well, once you get a PC.
But yeah,
You-
when I get a PC, we can talk about that. But yeah, man, we got to do that, brother. When I'll watch gameplay footage and cutscene footage and play the
There's
game
not too many
and we'll
cutscenes.
go.
I'll tell you that. It's mostly like comic style, but
Yeah,
we'll
but
review Turtles in Time too, since I love Turtles in Time. That's that was on SNES.
we need to review the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show, the real
Next
life one from the
Mutation?
'90s.
Hell yeah, we'll review that.
Yes,
I'm what I'm
dude,
gonna
we'll
do...
have an entire playlist of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles podcast.
Turtles is like a great series. It's one of my favorites. Here, you talk about the... Oh wait, no, I'll talk about this first. So, this is one reason why people really got pissed off with this movie. Them saying "damn" so many fucking times. But I love that. That makes it's so much fun hearing Raph say "damn" so many goddamn times. You know. I'm guessing it was cut out of your version. Most of the "damns."
Yeah, I never heard a damn in this movie. I did see a child smoke a cigar, which
Yeah.
I do not know why you would have that, but not have the word damn.
Yeah. It sucks when they're censored on Netflix. There's like a few movies that I know are censored on Netflix, like the movie License
I
to
just
Drive.
don't understand because Netflix has a series called like Robot Kill Love Death or something like that, Sex Love or something like that, where all it is about people having sex and killing each other. Like literally, that's all it's about. And you have to censor Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, goddamn, there's other stuff you could censor, you know?
Hey, you talk about the next scene. I gotta plug my computer in really quick. It's Raphael.
What's the next scene?
It's a scene where Raphael's talking to Splinter.
Ah, yes. So this scene, you have Raphael goes off on his own, and Splinter, because he's a badass, finds out about it. You know, Splinter knows everything, and Splinter is like, "Why did you do this? You should always protect your family. You know, your family is what makes you you. Without your family, you're nothing." And Splinter goes like, "I will always be here for you, son. Do not worry." Or Splinter goes like, "I'll not always be here to teach you what to do, so I need you to fix yourselves." And it's a really powerful,
really good. Like
it's a really powerful and emotional scene from Splinter, which is probably my favorite character outside of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle in this movie. I just love Splinter.
I really do
Casey's
like Splinter. Turtles 3, you'll hate
Splinter.
Splinter in Turtles 3. Since he's pretty much just a puppet in that movie. That's all he is. He's a puppet. I don't even think he has anybody inside him.
Splinter, there's another thing that's cool about this version of Splinter, which is the animatronic work. I bet you it took them like.
He's one of the
I
best
bet you
ones.
He is the best animatronic in the film because he reacts to stuff the way that you would see an actual person react. He's like a literal human being.
When you
but
see him
just a
cry,
rat.
any of them actually, when you see him cry, it looks real. It really does look very good. Jim Henson did a great job in the effects, but sadly he died right after this movie came out.
Yeah, that's why in the second one it says in memory of Jim Henson.
I'll be back.
Yeah, Jim Henson did an amazing job. I do not know how long it took him to do these effects, but however long it took him, Jim Henson, wherever you are, I thank you so much because you did an amazing job on an amazing movie that brought a lot of kids happiness and joy. But yeah, Jim Henson did an amazing job. Raphael and Splinter and everybody just did an
Jim
amazing
Henson was a
job,
great job.
especially the voice actors. They all did great.
Everybody does great in this movie. Jim Henson did a great job with the effects, and I miss Jim Henson. You know, he was the Muppets and shit like that. You know, we'll definitely review the Muppet movie eventually because I love the Muppets, still do.
I hate the Muppets, but
You hate the
we'll
Muppets?
we'll do it. Yeah, I hate the Muppets,
Well,
but
the
we will
main
do it in
reason-
honor of Jim Henson. In honor of Jim Henson, I'll do anything
Jim Henson
because he
was
is
a
one of
great
my
guy.
favorite celebrities.
He was
He's
a
one of
great
my
guy.
favorite celebrities.
He was supposed to be really nice, you know, because he had like Sesame Street and shit like that, and the Fraggles, and you know he's a really good guy. He died like really young, I think. He died in his like 50s, I think. He was really young.
He died in his 40s.
His 40s?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because he still had a big black bushy beard
Damn.
and it wasn't turning white. And normally when you're in your 50s, the beard starts to turn white, but
Well,
in
even
your
before that,
40s,
it turns white. Even in the 40s, sometimes it turns a little white.
yeah, but normally for the average human or the average male, your hair and beard starts to turn right around late 50s,
Yeah, around
early
that, normally.
60s.
It starts graying around your 30s or 40s, to my knowledge. But anyway, we all miss Jim Henson. That's the
Yeah,
point.
he was a good guy.
How long has it been since you watched The Muppets?
Probably a few months. I went to Disneyland. I had to basically watch a bunch of Muppets stuff.
The main reason why I like The Muppets is because they're more like... They're definitely more like... They have like a bunch of jokes that are like, you know, pretty much just like adult humor and shit. Compared to like Sesame Street and shit. And they're really fun
Yeah,
to watch.
adult humor.
The adult humor.
The adult humor was hilarious.
Adult humor in The Muppets is one of my favorite things. And even the music. Music is pretty good for The Muppets.
I think the adult humor was on the nose, though. Don't know how they got that through the censors to make it PG.
Yeah, nobody knows. Same with the Turtles. But I don't know. Doesn't matter. Yeah, the animatronics...
It doesn't matter.
But either way, we all
If
miss-
True Grit is rated PG and they say son of a bitch in that, then anything can be PG.
PG movies were so much easier to get in the 90s and 80s since, you know, PG-13 just recently would have come out, so they recently would have started having PG-13. Now all action movies are pretty much PG-13. It's rare that they get a PG rating. It's rare. But it happens sometimes. But I don't think anybody would really watch a PG action movie by now, so... Oh well. But anyway, we get a scene where April's talking to the chief of police, and the Turtles are like fucking watching it and shit. It's like, that's a TV news lady. I think that might be later. I'm not sure, but anyway, Michelangelo's always kind of been creepy a little bit over her since he's like, ooh, I love her, and but yeah, Raph is looking at her like, I'm gonna get my fucking Psy back, because he really does want his Psy back. He'll kill for his Psy. You know this. Because Raph, he don't take no shit. He's cool and rude, but he won't take no shit. So anyway, the chief of police and Shredder are both pissed at her since, you know, she's kind of like trying to figure out the shit about, like, you know, the background of the foot and shit. And, yeah, you want to take on the scene since it has Raphael in it?
Okay, so what I really love about this scene is how gorgeous April looks. I mean, I was going on about this before, but she really does look beautiful in this movie.
I'll agree
And
with
it's
you.
amazing.
I'll agree with you. It's not my favorite, but I'll agree with you. I think...
And I also love the foot can and how in this scene you really get to see how they look, you know, their masks. And how
They always have
really
looked
cool.
really badass in this movie. They do look badass. I think they're probably
Yep.
the most badass looking foot.
I think I prefer the one from the 2003 TV show
Yeah,
But
I'll agree with that. They did look a badass in that too. I think that's the most badass Shredder for sure for the
yeah,
2003
because
show.
of the, yeah.
The only problem is that
I mean, they especially look better than the the Michael Bay movies.
oh yeah, definitely. The Michael Bay movies. We'll review this one day. The turtles are the designs of the turtles is what I don't like about that movie. That's what I'll say. The
The
designs
second one, I just think it is a really crappy movie.
I thought Bebop and
Michael Bay is
Rocksteady
a
were good.
Michael Bay is a very brilliant director. I love him as a director. He's a great guy, and as a person, he's a very nice guy. I mean, in interviews, he's a super nice guy. But it's just some of his movies just get under your skin.
Yeah, the first Transformers
Even though they
movie, I know
shouldn't.
that's good. The first Transformers movie, I like that one, but after that, they're all kind of just the same, you know?
Most of the Transformer movies are good. I mean, especially his new movie, like Underground 8 or something like that from Netflix. I mean, like, it's a really good movie. He's a good director.
He's a good director.
It's just
there's some things
he just doesn't know how to articulate an idea. He's kind of like think of
He's really good
crap,
with
what am-
action. He's really good with action. That's the one thing he is good at, but sometimes
he's kind of like Zack Snyder. You know, you never want him to write a movie. You want him to direct it,
yeah.
make it look great, but you never want him to write a movie. I mean, if Michael Bay got other people to write his movies, or if he did what he should do what Stanley Kubrick did and like read books and like find some cool shit and turn that into a movie.
That'd be good.
You know, I think Michael Bay could make a great horror movie.
Yeah, he probably could.
Give him the right budget.
He's produced horror movies. He produced the Platinum Dune remakes.
Yep, and the Platinum Dune remakes are some of the best remakes. You know, Leatherface. I mean, that's a brilliant remake. Friday the 13th. That's great.
Friday,
yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street, I don't like, but there's still some cool.
Nightmare on Elm Street is the only real one that people can complain about because the other two are brilliant.
Yeah.
And especially the beginning, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. I mean, the only real reason people would not like that movie is because, you know, they just know what's going to happen at the end. They know that none of the characters are going to die, and that's the only real problem with the movie is that that's a prequel. But we can get over that because it's still a great movie. It's got good blood and everything.
It's still really good. I prefer the first. I think I prefer the remake, like the first. But the beginning is really good too. I haven't watched it in a long time though. I still have to rewatch it.
I love the beginning. It's so good. I especially love when Leatherface is going down the highway with the chainsaw. That just looks badass.
Yeah, his performance in those movies are really fucking badass. The only one I will admit that the Nightmare remake does have some really good like camera work and like it looks really good like a music video because the guy who directed it was a music video director. It looks really good, but I don't like the writing and Freddy makeup and shit like that, and some of the acting except for Jackie O'Haley, but. That's about it. I don't like the movie.
The thing is about Michael Bay is he only produced those movies, so we can only imagine what he'll be like when he actually directs one.
Ooh.
If he ever does it.
But
I mean, he's mostly done action.
I don't want him writing any. That's the only thing. Because as a writer...
Dude, if Rob Zombie wrote a movie and he directed it, I think it would be pretty good.
I think...
Dude, Quentin Tarantino could write a horror movie, and he could do it if Quentin Tarantino and him are friends. I do not know. I've never heard Quentin Tarantino talk.
The only thing with Rob Zombie, I think this is the reason why people don't like Rob Zombie, is some people think he's not a good writer, which I'll agree with somewhat. Some of his
He's a brilliant writer.
Some of his dialogue is
dialogue is hilarious.
It's hilarious.
His dialogue is
I will
hilarious.
Admit it's hilarious, but I'm not sure if it's meant to be hilarious. Is the one thing.
It's meant to be hilarious, man. I've listened to his interviews.
Okay.
I mean, if he wanted to write a good movie, he could. If he wanted to write the movie the way everybody else wanted him to write a movie, he has done that. Lords of Salem is what everybody wants his movies to be, but everybody hates it because it's not what a Rob Zombie movie should be. Even in interviews, he has said that's because the way he did Lords of Salem is he did everything backward. He wanted to do a movie where everything he would do, he did the opposite. So he wrote it differently than he's wrote in any other film. He directed it every way he didn't direct any other film.
I haven't watched Lords of Salem, so I have to watch it. I
believe it's free on Vudu.
It's free on Vudu?
But yeah, if you like Rob Zombie movies, you should like it. But if you're not really a fan of Rob Zombie, I believe it's one of the movies that Rob Zombie haters would love because it's one of It's a really good written movie. It's really confusing, but it's really cool.
I think the movie
If you
that
pay
people-
attention, it's awesome.
I think the movie that people like really like from Rob Zombie is fucking what's it called? I can't remember the name. Fuck, I'm not good with names. Shit.
The Devil's
Yeah,
Rejects.
The Devil's Rejects. Sorry, I'm not good with names. Yeah, The Devil's Rejects. That's a movie that people.
I mean, people even say that movie has bad dialogue, and I don't understand that. The movie is amazing.
Oh, it does have some good dialogue.
The movie has. It's a brilliantly written movie. The way that Rob Zombie gets you to care about these monsters, even though you know everything that they've done, it's brilliant.
It is really well done.
Even though I do not like the movie as much as every other Rob Zombie fan, because I don't think it's a really good sequel to The House of a Thousand Corpses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
The movie is supposed to take place like 6 months after House of a Thousand Corpses, but I don't see, Captain Spaulding moving out of his shack in 6 months. I don't see the cops finding them in 6 months, I think it would be much better if it was like 2 years after
Yeah, I
House
agree.
of a Thousand Corpses, because that would give you time for Captain Spaulding's business to go under and everything, but, Rob Zombie, he does what he wants, he doesn't give a fuck what me or
He doesn't
you
give a
say,
fuck. He doesn't give any fucks. But anyway, we gotta
which
talk
is a
about
good
turtles.
way.
I just realized.
Yeah, we gotta talk about
We
Teenage
gotta
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Talk about turtles. No, we're
Sorry,
talking about
kids,
turtles.
we're not talking about the Devil's Rejects anymore. But make sure, if you can, buy the movie because your mom won't allow you to watch it. It's good.
So anyway, we have to talk about the scene with April defending herself against the foot. So
I
you
don't
got
remember
this.
that scene. You talk about it.
So anyway, so April is being attacked by the foot, and Raph has to defend her, and he finally gets his sai back. My guess is that he was gonna, rob her and get his sai back. He's just gonna beat her ass, get his sai back. Because clearly she's not gonna give him the sai if he asks politely. She's not gonna do that. But anyway, so he's able to defend her and get her to back to the lair, and because it's the only thing he could do. And Michelangelo gives one of the most creepy fucking lines. Can we keep her? Can we keep her? Even the 2003 series.
Can we keep her?
Even the 2003 series has that line in it, which is fucking creepy then too. Because then it's a little different. They're all there.
I just think it's funny.
It's funny.
Because it's like them keeping a dog. It's hilarious.
It's funny.
I thought it was the most funniest thing ever. Can we keep her?
But it's not
Talking
the
to
creepiest
Splitter.
line. I want to say this really quick. It's not the creepiest lines the Turtles have said. I'll send you a clip of this later, but this is a scene of the Turtles and Oprah, and they're talking to I think she asked if they would want to fuck April, but Raphael's like, well, I've been wanting to get her into interspecies relationship for like some time now, It's like fucked up if you listen to that. It's fucked up.
Oh my god. Is that in like the new TV show?
That's, have you ever heard of, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles rock band when they did that? That's pretty much what
No.
they're from. They were on a tour, I think. I'll show you a clip of it later. There's like a
Oh
documentary.
my god.
There's some fucking...
Oh my god.
There's some funny fucking
Dude,
Turtles
those
things.
guys. Dude, it's gotta be like what they did for that is they gotta just have like a guys just smoke weed every day and like put on the costume.
They look like
like
they're
that's
fucking
probably
high.
how it happened.
They look like they're high. They do.
I mean, they're always green, so they're probably always high,
Mm-hmm. Especially in Next Mutation. God damn, I've sent you some pictures, and they look like one of them
Yeah.
looks like Michael.
They look beautiful, man. They have a face only a mother could love, or
Yeah.
Splinter.
Yeah, Splinter, yeah. Even Shredder looks like shit in that series. It looks like he just. We're not here to talk about Next Mutation right now, though. So.
Yeah, but I do love this scene with April because it's like only 2 minutes, and then she's just like, yeah, I believe you guys. You're not guys in costumes. You're not animatronic.
No.
It's
totally real.
pretty funny like how like how quickly she just becomes on their side and doesn't just rat them out.
Mm-hmm. Is that kind
But
of?
I also
Did you say not rat them out?
not rat them out.
I just realized that. Was that trying? Are you trying to have a pun?
Probably. But I also love the scene where like they go into what is that? What is her name? April, and in April's
Well,
thing.
actually,
I
one
forgot
thing
the
before
name.
that, we gotta talk about that
April's
scene
a
where we get the turtles' origins with them and the slime and shit. One of the turtles is like pizza. That's clearly like that's clearly Michelangelo. That clearly has to be him.
yep, clearly Michelangelo.
We all know.
I love how they don't really explain how these got there. I love how they just explain
Well, they do in the
Splinter's
second
backstory.
movie. They do in the second movie.
Yeah, well, the second movie is shit. Okay, nobody cares.
I like the second movie. I'll always defend the second movie. I think even
I was gonna watch the second movie like earlier on today once we're done with this, but who knows?
Yeah, we'll review that one day. Turtles 3, same with that. We'll review that. Because I kind of do need to rewatch it. I own the movie, Turtles 3. I don't own Turtles 2 anymore since my copy's all fucked up, but...
Buy the Blu-ray, then it will never be fucked up because Blu-rays can't be destroyed unless you take a hammer to them.
Yeah, I know. I want to buy the Blu-rays of them, but I haven't had the chance yet. I own the DVDs.
That's because you suck.
Well, the DVDs are pretty good. The only problem is the cover isn't as good as the Blu-ray cover. The Blu-ray cover is actually really good. Because they keep
you need to
the
send me a
original
picture of the
covers.
Blu-ray cover.
Yeah,
you need to send me a picture of the Blu-ray cover.
It has small differences to the VHS cover, but it's mostly the same. I'll send you it later. I'll send you the cover for all three, and you can just look up the DVD covers. I don't feel like sending you the DVD covers.
Oh, is it like the just like one turtle on the front?
That's for like Voodoo and shit. I don't think they sell them for fucking. They might sell them for Blu-rays, but I don't think they do, since those covers suck. They definitely do. But anyway, April says, "You want some pizza? Let's go for it!" And Michelangelo just does it like so fast. He like moves up like so funny how his reaction is so damn fast. Like goddamn.
Yeah.
Hey, who doesn't like stink bugs and flies and shit on their pizza? You know? I mean, who doesn't? I love that kind of shit on pizza.
I love that joke. How he's like, "Nah, we don't like that. Come on." But I love when they go to the apartment and they're like, "Yeah, we'll come back when you stock up your pizza supply."
There's not too much to talk about that scene though. All they're doing is interpretation, they're just doing like interpretations of like scenes and shit. Like, "You dirty rat! You killed my brother! You dirty rat!" Splinter must love that one.
You dirty rat! You dirty rat! But I love how Abel's like, "That must be Splinter's favorite."
Yeah, I know.
Like, "I did a funny."
I did a funny. I can't do Splinter's voice. Fuck. But anyway,
Splinter is awesome. Nobody can do his voice because he's too cool.
Yeah,
he's too cool
actually,
for
the voice of
impressions.
Elmo voiced him in Turtles 3, if I remember right.
What?
The voice of Elmo voiced him in Turtles 3.
Kill me now.
Yeah, his voice kind of sucks in that movie, to be completely honest. Sounds like he smokes a bunch of cigarettes and just... That's exactly what he sounds like. He kind of sounds like shit. But anyway, we get...
When was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 made?
92.
Was it made like early 2000s?
No, 92.
But the original came out in 90s, so wouldn't that mean like they all came out a year after each other?
Except for Turtles 3, that was 2 years after Turtles 2. Turtles 1 was, I think, kind of rushed, but it was still good. That's when movies really would like to rush shit. Movies, like, horror movies especially, rushed. Now, you don't get too many movies. Most of the time they come out like 2 years later or some shit. But then they do it like 1 year after each other, you know? If Turtles 3 would have been good, they probably would have done a Turtles 4 like 1 year later. But anyway...
You mean if it did good in the box office?
Yeah, if it would have. I'm not sure if it... I think it did do terrible in the box office. It's because it was kind of shitty. But
I mean, shitty movies do pretty good in the box office. Have you seen The Last Jedi?
Well, that's Disney. Almost any Disney movie's gonna do good. Whatever it is, if Disney sold a fucking turtle, it's gonna sell like for like $1 million fucking dollars. If Mickey Mouse...
Dude, if Disney bought the
turtle,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that would be hilarious. Could you imagine if they reissued the original comics? Yeah!
Have 'em in
Mickey
fucking
Mouse
color.
right next to
Have all of them be
Mickey
fucking
Mouse.
mouses instead. The Teenage Mutant Ninja
Mouses.
Mouses.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Mouses. Dude, if we have any if we have any artist in as a fan of this podcast, make that shit happen. I want a Teenage Mutant Ninja Mouse Raphael drawing for this podcast, and if you can draw it, I don't care if it's just shitty artwork. If you can draw it, we will give you a shout out on this podcast the next time we go live.
Hell yeah.
We will even like put it on video. Don't worry.
I'd love to get some artwork done.
Send it to me on send it to Jay on Twitter or whatever he's got. Jay should have like an email or something.
I do have Twitter. I haven't put it up publicly, but I did make one just in case.
Yeah, so like Jay, put your Twitter to be public and ask for it, and if you get it, then we're gonna show it. It's be awesome.
Of course.
I need a Teenage Mutant Ninja Mouse poster in my life.
I'd love some like I'd love to trade my like background thing. I'd love to like for you too, like to have a background for you since you don't have one either. But I'd love to have a background.
I don't
like,
need a
artwork.
background.
Well, if you get artwork sent to you, of course you're gonna want to put that as a background. You know, I want to do that eventually.
Yeah, once I get a green screen, if that picture is available of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle mouse made by a fan, if it's true, I will put it as my background art for all my videos once I get a green screen.
Hell yeah.
So they will have automatic shout out.
Hell yeah. You know? But anyway, this is one of the most sad scenes, I think, in the movie. Splinter's, when they go back to the lair, Splinter's just gone, which is probably one of the most sad scenes, and when they get back to, April's place, because it's pretty much the only place they can go, all they say is Splinter, and it's a really sad scene, you know? It's probably one of the most sad scenes.
Yeah,
in the
man.
movie.
Especially the animatronics, the way they look. Especially, I mean, it gives so much emotion. Jim Henson did such a good job for that scene, especially.
It was his most
how-
difficult animatronics he did. Because, you know, most of the stuff he did was just like Muppets and shit. That was the most difficult shit he did. Well, at least hopefully...
I hope he got paid a lot of money.
Well, yeah, he died right... Well, actually, he didn't die right after, but he died right after the movie came out, so hopefully he was able to see his work. That's all I hope. Anytime somebody dies, hopefully they get to see one of their final projects that they really loved.
Well, the thing is, if they died in the middle of production...
No, they didn't die in the middle of
You know,
production.
if
They
the
died
mo-
right after. Like Donald Pleasance. I
So
think he
yeah,
died during-
he 100% watched the movie because before the movies come out, they always have like a press release for all the actors and people who worked on it. So he probably 100% saw the movie.
He probably saw it. He probably did see it, hopefully, you know. I hope he did at least.
And even if he didn't get to see it like fully in the theater, he probably watched his work when they were editing the movie because they still need him to like make sure that all the voices come out the right way, you know?
Yeah.
So they still needed him there for some stuff. But
It
yeah,
was really good.
it's a very emotional scene, and it's very troubling because, like, you know, because you realize because of the Raphael scene how much these turtles care for
The one
Splinter
thing
and how
I
much
wanna
they
say
need
is, when Raphael says no, that's one of the most emotional parts. Probably the most emotional part of the movie. There's also another part where he's screaming Splinter randomly, but that's the most emotional scene in the movie, definitely, for me.
him. When does he
So
say
sad.
no?
He says no right at the very end of the scene. It's kind of like how it like transitions into the next scene. It's one of the most sad
Oh my
moments
God.
in the movie. That's why I really love this movie. You know,
It's denial. It's denial. Fire process of the grieving process, brothers. Now come on, let's hug.
It's one of the most emotional scenes in this movie, and I love it. I love this movie for that reason. The emotional scenes. It doesn't treat you like you're a little kid. It's kind of like adult version of the Turtles, you know. It has emotional
Yep,
moments.
especially with all the God damn.
Damn! There's so many dams, I love it. But even Turtles 2, even though it's not as emotional and shit, I love it, you know? It's really damn
Yeah, I
good.
love it.
And after that,
I don't know.
this movie is just...
I don't like teenage. Oh, this movie is definitely the best Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
definitely.
movie.
I definitely want to argue with that. It's best movie, definitely, 100%. Hopefully,
The best
they'll-
live action movie because I don't know. I think TMNT. If I rewatch it again, because I own the DVD of it.
I own the DVD.
If I
too.
rewatch it, I may like it more than this movie, but I do not know, man. This movie is just so good.
Yeah, I definitely prefer this movie to TMNT. It's one of the best movies. It's definitely one of the best Turtles movies. Definitely my favorite.
So the next scene is Raphael and Leonardo arguing
Actually, first
while
you have that
Leonardo.
scene. Actually, there's one scene before that. You forgot the scene. There's actually a scene where actually I paused the movie at the most weird moment. I paused it at the moment where April has her fucking mouth open with like one eye open. Fuck. That just looks fucking weird. It looks fucking weird. I hate it when I pause a movie like at the worst fucking moment. It looks fucking weird as shit. But anyway,
Dude, one of my passions in life is to randomly pause a YouTube video with Jacksepticeye and just see the random faces he makes. It's fucking hilarious. It's a pastime of mine. I hate Jacksepticeye, so it makes me laugh.
Yeah, it makes sense. But anyway, actually the turtles have to hide because their boss is there and so is the kid. We'll actually notice, I think it's Michelangelo. Because they're not very good at hiding,
but
you know?
it's one of the funniest scenes because whenever they see them, they instantly disappear. It's like, how do they move that way? They're turtles.
Hey,
How do they do that?
They're ninjas. They can do anything they fucking want.
It's one of the rare scenes where they actually show how like tactical the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are, because you never really notice that they're ninjas, you know, because they mostly just fight, so you never really see them do that to where they like literally hide, and they do it really well. You know, like if somebody spots them, they just run away to another place. It's so great.
Yeah, it is. And you want to talk about the next scene, right? With Leo and wait, no. First
Leo
we
and
have
Raphael
the Shredder
arguing?
Scene. We have the Shredder scene first. You forgot about that. Damn. This is the first scene with the fucking Shredder. Is so damn badass. He's one of the best versions of Shredder. I think the only one to beat him is the 2003 version, but he's just so.
The 2003 version looks so cool.
Yeah, he does with all
especially
the, like,
that
lightning
ending
and shit. Yeah, with all the lightning and shit.
Yeah.
Like, watch out.
That
Shredder.
hand.
Yeah.
The hand that coming out of the rubble and the lightning. Iconic.
He's so badass. I love the fucking Shredder. Super Shredder sadly doesn't have very good of a. You remember Super Shredder, right?
Super Shredder. Is that one from the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that one.
Yeah, I know. That always kind of pissed me off since he dies so quickly, but we're not here to talk about TMNT 2, even though it's a movie.
Super Shredder!
But even the way...
It sounds like something I would buy.
But either way...
It sounds like something I would buy.
Yeah,
it's like, you got the regular Shredder. Now you got the Super Shredder!
Yeah, I know in Turtles in Time, that's the final boss. That's the final boss of that movie, that game, which is really damn cool to fight, actually. It's better than the goddamn game, the movie who fucking, like, kills them off right away, but... I'll admit this, in this movie, even any of them, Shredder always goes down like a bitch. Every single movie, he always goes down like a little bitch. It always happens. He always goes down like
But at least he's intimidating, you know?
At least he's intimidating, though. Except for 2003,
you know,
he doesn't go like a bitch in that, though. But that's it.
Yeah, he doesn't go down like a bitch. It takes Raphael, Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, Casey Jones, and Splinter just to take him down once,
well,
and he still comes back.
Well, actually, though, he does go down pretty easy since, like, Splinter accidentally took him down since he did something stupid. Anytime he's like, when he gets pissed off, he does some stupid shit. He really does, but I love Splinter. Or, not Splinter, Shredder. What the fuck? But, I think the movie that Shredder is taking down the most, like, badass is a made-for-TV movie, but, Turtles Forever. That movie was taken down like a badass. Because, you know, there's the final...
I don't think I've seen that movie.
That was the very end to, the 2003 series, when that ended. That's the one where they meet the, 80s Turtles. Did you ever see that?
I don't remember that.
Watch Turtles Forever. It's really good. Turtles Forever is really good. It's one of my favorite episodes of the 2003 series, except for the animation.
Yeah, I need to see the. I need to rewatch that series because I only remember a few episodes.
Yeah, so do I. I remember mostly fucking Fast Forward and
all you do is talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Time, and all I think about is that episode. Yeah, that's all you do. You always talk about that one.
Oh, the game? Yeah, that's a great game. We'll play that one.
No, dude, No, wait. Oh shit! I forgot the name. You talk about Turtles Forever. Like that's the only episode I hear you talk about.
Oh, that's because it's been a long time since I watched it. But I also watched Fast Forward and fucking Back to the Sewers a lot too. That was on TV, and I remember that airing. And just, the other shit was done airing, and I remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. Fuck, I can't remember the name of it exactly, but it was fuck. I have the emulator on here. Fuck, let me look at it. I have it on emulator. I can't remember the name of it. Fuck. Let me see what it's called. I have the ROM download, so I can look pretty fast as long as it loads. Let's see what it's called. Fuck. What was it called? Do I do it? Maybe I
don't know, but let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on, and if you can remember it at the end, we'll talk about it. All right.
Something mutation, but Shredder's badass. He's talking about how everyone is your family here, and making them feel like it's their home and shit.
Dude, this is the funniest scene for me because if this movie was rated R, this scene would be hilarious because of how much shit. Because they say like you can get away with anything. And I'm just thinking like the bathrooms would look disgusting. It's a good thing they don't allow women.
So we're at the Leo and Raph scene, but I do want to mention one thing: pork rinds. This is the movie that makes me want to eat pork rinds. I don't know why, but anytime I hear that line, it makes me want to eat a pork rind. I don't know why, but it does. You remember that line? When I think it's Michelangelo. He's like, wait, no, maybe it's Donatello. I'm not sure, but he's like pork rind, and shit like that. It's one of my favorite scenes because it makes me want to eat pork rinds. I want to eat some pork rinds. Yeah, Leo and Raph scene, the one you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I just love how they're arguing. I think it's a really good scene because it shows both of them have good reasonings for why they want to stick together and leave, but both of them just can't agree because both of them just can't agree. They just can't agree for some reason or another.
That's just kind of how brothers are,
That's how my brother is. He never agrees with me, no matter what. Even if me and him are on the same page, me and him will either both disagree, no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Yep, makes sense. So anyway, yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes in the movie because Leo is my least favorite turtle, but video games I still play as him first. I don't know why. I just do.
That's because you suck.
Hey, Leo is one of the best characters to play as in video games because he has the fucking.
Hey, who cares if he uses a sword, man?
Who do you play
I
as?
Play as Raphael.
He plays Raphael. Sometimes I do play as Raph. Because Michelangelo normally is my least favorite to play.
I normally always play as Michelangelo because he always has the coolest lines in the movies.
Yeah, that's true.
He never has a bad really moment. But I always prefer Raphael just because I love his look and I like his personality.
Yeah, unless the original Turtles, then he's very similar to Michelangelo. Because he's very similar to him. Oh wait, no, there's one scene you probably this was probably cut out for the years, but so Donatello and Michelangelo are watching on the TV. I'm guessing the Turtle in the Hair or whatever. They're watching that and they're like, "God damn it, run! Get the damn rabbit! Get the damn rabbit!" And I love that scene because they're like,
yeah. That scene is on the Netflix version. I don't know why, but they're like, "Yeah, get the turtle! Come on, ninja! Come on, do the ninja thing!" And it's hilarious because you know they think that turtle is like them, but you know that the turtle isn't like them. So
it's one of my favorite scenes.
Fucking hilarious.
One of the funniest scenes. The comedy in this movie is so damn good. They're trying for comedy. I love it. But anyway, Raphael's pissed off since oh god, I found another clip that looks fucking weird. Looks like the fucking foot of jerking off Raphael.
Why do you have to bring that up, man? This is a kid's show, bro.
That's what it looks like. It looks like he's like, ooh. That's what he looks like. Anytime you find a weird image, it's like funny to just point out. But anyway, so Raphael's pissed off, and Casey Jones actually sees him up there. I'm not sure why he's up there, but Casey sees
Casey
him.
Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Casey Jones is amazing, and you know why?
Yeah, we all know
because
it.
Casey Jones is great. Because Casey Jones is a vigilante. I mean, like look at the way the sun is. It's about to be sundown, so Casey Jones is looking for criminals to take down because he's a vigilante.
Oh, that makes sense.
You know?
But anyway, Raph is all pissed off, and the Foot fucking they're ready for him, and they decide to attack the turtles. And since Raphael is on his own, there's not much he can do, which is understandable. But it kind of sucks that Raphael lost the fight. To be completely honest, because we all wanted Raphael to win. Come on, we all know. Raph deserved to win.
Yeah, Raphael.
But anyway, we actually had a really cool scene though, which with all the turtles fighting, like except for Raphael, of course. But hey, you want to do the scene since there's actually you want to do the scene?
Just wait 1 second.
Yep. But I'll talk about this part first. Michelangelo and one fucking Foot are like fighting kind of, but they're not fighting because they're just like trying to show who's better at nunchucks. Which I actually love, since it's trying to, like, you think you're better chucker, eh? This is one of my favorite scenes because of that. And
yeah,
of course,
it's a pretty funny scene, but of course Michelangelo wins.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
we all know Mikey's gonna win.
You can do the rest
so,
of the scene.
what happens, like the Ninja Foot Clan, they just keep coming and coming and coming. It's basically a war of attrition at this point. They just keep coming and coming and trying to wear out the Ninja Turtles out, but they do not know that the Ninja Turtles have a lot of energy for being slow as fuck. Because they're turtles. But, Raphael's kicking ass here. Leonardo's trying to cut some people up with his sword, which I don't know why. He thinks that's a good idea. He's literally trying to kill a kid, which you never think about it, but they're basically destroying kids. They're breaking their noses, and it's funny. Raphael gets a few good kicks in here or there. Donatello whacks 4 people in the span of 10 seconds.
Donatello gets his face put in the fucking fish tank. He's kind of like one of those things that are in the fucking one of those things that spit out water. He spits it out on a fucking foot, and I love that. That's one of the reasons why Donatello's one of my favorite in this movie.
He spits it out on one person and then whacks another person with his knee. I mean, it's beautiful stuff. I mean, just all the different ways that the Turtles take down these Foot Clan, but they just keep coming and coming and coming, and eventually they just gotta say quit it and just go. But then Casey Jones comes in, knocks down one of the walls.
He's a badass.
Like a badass.
He's like, you picking on my friend here, huh? That's pretty much what he said. I don't remember exactly. You picking on my friend here, huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a completely amazing scene. But then they all agree because once this really badass second lieutenant of Shredder comes in, they realize they can't fight him, so they all have to leave, and then they go to this
too, so that's another good reason to leave. Everything's on fire.
Yeah.
So anyway, they leave.
I believe and you explain what happens, because I'm pretty sure after this scene, Shredder is really pissed off, and he tries to interrogate Splinter, and then he destroys his right-hand man, and the right-hand man just starts destroying his Foot Clan.
Yeah,
is that what happens?
Yeah, that's what happens. He's really pissed off.
What happened to Raphael to make him go in the tub? I don't understand.
He was really fucked up since all the Foot beat the shit out of him. So that's the reason why. That's the reason why he's in the tub, since he was kind of in a coma and he's kind of passed out. And they really fucked him up, sadly. But oh well.
So he's a pussy. Good to know.
No, he's not a pussy. You know how many Foot he was taking on his own? He took up he took out 2 waves of them shits. He's a badass.
Yeah, I know.
We all know it. But anyway, they're at the farmhouse.
That's why I love Raphael.
Yeah, they're at the farmhouse, and Casey's talking to Princess, and they clearly don't get along. People are clearly saying this to them. Go fuck already! That's clearly what people are yelling at the screen. Go fuck already, Because they need to fuck.
That's what I yelled.
Go fuck already!
Come on, just fuck already!
Yeah, when I review this movie, that's one of my jokes. Go fuck already! But anyway, after that, we get all she draws, which I actually love those drawings of, that she has. I think there was more, but they were cut out. So, the only ones they have is, one of Leonardo and one of Donatello. Leo's, being a big brother, and just saying that it's, Raph's side, which I really do like. Shows that he cares,
And And I love how when Raph comes to, he's like, "Okay, Gabo, where the hell have you? Why you all up on my shit, brother?
Yeah, he's kind of
Hell,
like
brother,
that.
I love you, bro, but I don't like you that much."
What do I have to do to get something to eat around here? You know? But, there's also a scene with Donatello, which I really like, which they're all, like, Casey and freaking, Donatello are, like, they're just coming up with insults. Like, I can't remember what he says, but, they're on, like, I think they're on the letter I by the point, they're, like, coming up with, like, insults just depending on, like, what letter they're at, like a hose brain or some shit. I couldn't find anything with I, so I have trouble finding with the joke. The only thing I can come up with is interjaculated asshole. It's the best I can come up with I. Do you have any curse words for I? Because I don't.
Look them up, bro. The English language has a ton of curse words.
The closest I can come up with is interjaculated asshole. But oh well, it doesn't matter. But it's actually kind of
Why?
I like their relash. Well, that's the closest thing I can come up with. But anyway,
Why would you come up with curse words? Why would you think of that?
Interjaculate is the only thing that would come up, and I didn't feel like doing too much research.
I feel disgusted, and my day is ruined.
You're welcome.
Review, brah. You know, like, I'm extremely disappointed, and my day is ruined.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I ruin everybody's day, okay? Anytime they see me,
I love that
like,
meme.
Ugh, my day is ruined now. Damn.
My day is ruined. My day is ruined.
Hey, tomorrow
You need to be Stewie Griffin. My day is ruined.
I'm not a big fan of Family
yourself.
Guy. I'm a bigger Simpsons guy myself. But anyway,
Fuck Simpsons. Family Guy is where it's at.
I don't like Family Guy, to be completely honest. But we'll do a video of us, giving insults and saying which is better, you know? But anyway, I really like, Donatello's and Casey's relationship, since there's, like, coming up with, they're just coming up with, you know, they're just trying to be assholes to each other, and it's kind of fun to watch. You know? This is the only scene that you get that, though, sadly, but in the 2012 series, I know they do it more, since they're both fighting over, April. But I haven't really watched too much of the 2012 series, except for when they're on the farm. That was about it.
2012 series, is that the one on Nickelodeon where it was kind of like 3D instead
That's
of
the
it being
one.
actually drawn?
Yep. That's
Yeah,
the one.
fuck that TV show. Yeah,
It was
fuck.
okay.
Fuck every TV show that is not the 2003 one. Okay, because all of them suck. I hated that 2011 TV show. I hated it because it was the only thing that was like practically online that was on the TV whenever I would get on it, because I would get on it like very late at night, and that was the only thing on. And I fucking hated it. I hated it. I hate it so much.
Did you just
I
not
hate
like
that
the
show.
animation?
No, I just hate everything about it. I think they did everything wrong. I hate Donatello. I hate
Well, actually, there's
my
one thing about
Michelangelo.
Donatello.
I hate the most.
I think Michelangelo's voice isn't as good, but Donatello, I do like Donatello for one reason. He's voiced by the voice of Raphael from the original series. That's the reason why I like him mostly. Yeah, same voice.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
They should have got him to do Raphael, because Raphael's voice was... He just sounded super rude all the time, and that's not how... Raphael is supposed to be rude, but he's supposed to be caring rude. In this one, he's just rude, and I hated it.
Yeah.
But I do like that they gave Donatello more to do. You know, they made him make smoke bombs. But I hated Michelangelo's personality. They went too far into the goofiness, you know, like laid black jokester.
Yeah, like two Teen Titans Go stuff, since it's the same voice as Beast Boy.
Yeah.
It's two Teen Titans Go,
Yeah.
but that's the reason why I prefer the 2003 series, since it is more serious, but when they do comedy, it is much funnier, I think.
Yeah.
But it's way more serious, I think.
But the one thing I can say that's really good about it, the fight scenes, when they care about what they're doing with the animation when they're fighting, it looks awesome.
It does. I think
The fight
Leonardo
scenes
is
look
actually really good
great.
in that show. I did like Leonardo.
That's because you don't see much.
In that show, I think it's one of the best, like, Leonardo versions, I think. I think the 2003 version is better, but I do like the Leonardo.
Dude, everything compare everything to that show to the 2003 version,
Oh,
and guess
2003
what?
version's
2003 will be better.
It's better. I think it's
2003
better.
version is better in every way. Okay, so the next thing they do is I believe Shredder. Um,
Okay, so
I believe
Shredder
like
talks to his
Shredder
right-hand
does
man,
something.
but there's not too much. There's not too much to say. He just talks to his right-hand man.
Shredder talks to his right hand man, and then his right hand man basically goes on this rampage talking about how you failed me, kid. And then the kid who is basically like April's, like I think, like friend,
Boss's son. That's what he is.
boss. At first, I thought it was her son because, like, when you first see him, they're in her house, so I thought it was her son first. But yeah, he goes back to April and says, "Hey, I know where these guys are at. I know where Splinter is because that kid has been talking to Splinter the whole time, and Splinter gives excellent advice, because Splinter is amazing."
Splinter's amazing, yeah.
And it's great. And it really shows that Splinter, you don't need to be a good guy for Splinter to care. Splinter cares about everybody except for maybe Shredder.
That's because
Shredder's like the only.
It's because he killed his master.
Shredder's like the only person that Splinter hates. Before that, if anybody comes to Splinter for advice,
well,
Splinter will be there to.
I think even Shredder. I think if he tried to be good, I think Splinter would try to help him.
Yep. But the thing is, would Splinter try and think it to be a trick?
Maybe
that's what I think.
He might be a little cautious, but he would still do it. He'd still help.
Yeah, because Splinter is just a good-hearted soul.
Mm-hmm.
Raphael and Leonardo would be like, "No, you can't do that. Remember what he did?
Yeah,
he practically ripped my head off."
Mm-hmm.
But Splinter would still help him because Splinter is that good of a soul, which I very much like.
I love Splinter.
But yeah, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how much Splinter helps the kid, even though Splinter is dying. I think because he's been tortured.
Yeah, he probably.
Which is an amazing scene. An amazing scene is where Splinter went up to Shredder, where Shredder goes up to Splinter and he puts that knife to Splinter's throat, and you.
Animatronics
you think, oh my god,
some of the best. Because the way Splinter's eyes look, he looks so sad. He looks like he hasn't eaten in days, and he just looks so sad.
Does a rat need to eat?
Yeah,
I don't know how.
Yeah, a rat would need to eat.
I mean, he's a mutant rat, so they could probably say that he doesn't have to eat for this amount of time.
He probably doesn't eat as
definitely.
Much, but yeah, he needs to eat for sure. He needs to eat.
He definitely hasn't eaten. Shredder is a bad dude. He would probably torture you and spill water on you, and that's all you can drink.
Well, I mean,
because I'm pretty sure,
but not much.
I'm pretty sure in that scene, Splinter is wet, so I'm pretty sure they were water torturing him or something.
Maybe, I don't know.
Because they're, I don't know, Japanese water torture. I mean, it makes sense.
Makes sense. Splinter's a piece of, Shredder's a piece of shit. So, but anyway, next scene.
Yep.
We get all of them the training and getting ready to go back and shit, and Leonardo finally tries meditating, which is a scene I didn't mention earlier, I don't think. Where the turtles are dancing, Splinter wanted to meditate, but they decided not to, because, it's kind of like meditating, But,
They start dancing, which is the funniest moment ever.
It's one of the funniest moments in the movie. You're gonna hear that a lot. One of the funniest moments, because this movie has so many goddamn funny moments. But he actually sees Splinter when he's meditating, since, he's focusing. And he actually is able to see him, and he gets all of his other brothers to agree to
do the
with him, to focus their minds, like Splinter said earlier. Yeah, what are you gonna say?
Are we recording?
Yeah,
I like to make sure that we're recording. Like when we start getting to the end, I like to make sure that we recorded so we
we
do
are
everything. But yeah, man, This scene is freaking amazing, Jack. I completely agree with you, Jay. You're freaking amazing. And I just love it when they start dancing. I think they're doing the crab, right? They're all doing the crab or something.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're doing the crab. And it's fucking hilarious. It's like we're doing the turtle.
Yeah, they were.
It should. Yep. Perfect.
I can't remember the song they played. But anyway, this is probably one of the most emotional scenes we get to now. With, they see, Splinter, who's now Fire, I guess. And, it's a really emotional scene, because, they're talking to Splinter, he's saying how he, is so proud of them for, like, focusing their minds and stuff like that, And it's really a very emotional scene. You see even Michelangelo cries. And, like, Raphael cries, I think, and shit, and anytime Michelangelo cries, we all cry,
Yep.
It's one of the most emotional scenes, and I love that scene. You got anything to say about it?
Not really. I mean, I was kind of confused because I was like, how is Raphael going to them? It just doesn't make sense. Is he projecting his mind or something?
Yeah, I guess.
It kind of confused me.
But it doesn't matter.
It's a children's movie. Don't take it seriously.
Yeah, I mean, that happens and shit. If you ever seen the 2003 series, there's some mystical shit that happens in that. There really is. But anyway, that's one of the most emotional scenes, and they decide it's time to go back, which is one of the most badass moments of the movie, since they're like, yeah, let's fucking do this shit. And Splinter kind of becomes like a Force Ghost and shit. Oh, I knew he became a Force Ghost. When I was watching earlier, I didn't see it. All I saw was fire. I guess I wasn't paying attention enough. I couldn't see it.
Yep, you never pay attention. Which is why we never get this shit done.
But anyway,
I'm joking, guys. We pay attention.
We pay enough attention. I'm looking at the movie file right now, so I pay perfect attention. I don't forget scenes, as long as I have a file, of course.
I forget scenes. That's why I have to ask you, like, what scene we doing?
Yeah, that's because you don't have a file like I do. I get to look at files, and I get to remember exactly where we're at.
I could look on Netflix if the movie was on Netflix, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, the only reason why I do it is because I have to keep everything on track,
That's because I'm just here to make the podcast fun. You're here to indulge us on the history and facts.
Hey, I make jokes too. I make jokes too.
Crappy ones.
Hey, I am the best. I am the best at jokes. I made a few jokes from them in my review. I know I made jokes.
I did a few jokes in my time, boy. That's basically what you're talking about, man. Okay, old man, we agreed.
But anyway, Casey's like, oh, fuck no, I don't want to go down the fucking sewers, because, who wants to go down the sewers?
I would like to go down the sewers and admit I could meet Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, yeah. But, there's somebody down there, and he's ready to do nothing, because it's Danny, that kid. And he's down there, because why not? Because he knows it's down there. I love that scene where they're like, they find a pizza that's there. Like, it's probably bad. Oh, it's definitely bad. And there's like fucking penicillin and shit on it. It's like, they're like, da-da-da. And they're like, they're saying goodbye to the pizza. It got brutally murdered.
It's like Rip the Pizza.
It got brutally murdered by some asshole.
When
I bet Shredder did the best.
I saw the pizza at first, I was like, did they put anchovies on it? I was like, no!
It fucking sucks.
Anchovies on pizza. I don't understand who came up with that.
Nobody does.
If Raphael ever found that guy and he admitted to it, I think Raphael would kill him.
Yeah,
there'll be no question.
That person would be dead, since in the original comics, if anybody's ever read those, they can be brutal. Shredder was killed in the first issue. That's why he died in the beginning of this movie. He was originally meant to be dead. They wanted to do different, people to be the villains, but they weren't able to since people wanted Shredder so badly. That's why TMNT 3, they had a different villain. But sadly, they still...
They have a different villain?
For TMNT 3?
Why?
They have
Come on, that's stupid.
They have some guy in a hat with a horse. That's the villain.
They should have just called him the Headless Horseman and went on their merry way.
They should have had somebody from the comics. We all know it. But anyway,
the comics were shit, man.
The comics were good. As long they weren't comedy driven. The thing that was funny about them was they're meant to be so dark they made you laugh. That's what's supposed to be funny.
So dark! Are you sure not from the DC universe?
Okay, so anyway, Danny gets that picture of Leonardo, which is actually a really cool drawing, too. I want that drawing. But anyway, he gets that, and, Casey decides to go up, since who wants to stay in the goddamn sewers? But, cause, you know, he already met the turtles, so. So anyway, he decides to stay up there, cause it's better than staying in the sewers, you know? Stay in that car, it's a little cleaner.
I mean, the Foot Clan isn't coming after Casey, you know?
Mm-hmm. He's the Watch, which is actually good that he's up there, since he saw Danny, up there, and he's able to save him later on. But anyway, is this next scene the scene we get the kid with the cigar?
No, that was when they were introducing
Okay, I wasn't.
That was when they were introducing everybody to the clubhouse.
Yeah, I never.
Which is the funniest thing ever. Seeing a kid smoking a cigar.
I never.
It was like they must have paid him a ton. It's 100% like a black kid, dude. It's fucking hilarious. Dude, I wonder how much he got paid, because that must have ruined his lungs for like a week, man.
Yeah.
Especially if they have him like smoking all of it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how much they paid his parents. It was like, hey, your kid's gonna be smoking a cigar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Parents would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
So anyway, Danny.
I wonder how many kids they had to go through to find that kid.
Many kids. Just watch Stand By Me. All the kids are smoking in that.
Yeah, most of them are doing drugs off camera too.
It's true. I know that, well, actually, I don't want to talk about that now. That's actually a really sad story. So anyway, Splinter gets his...
We were talking about it earlier, man.
Well, no, this is a little...
We were talking about it earlier.
The kid died. Same.
Yeah, I know. The kid died like a few years back, right?
Yeah, the kid in Stand By Me, yeah, he died in the 90s, I think. And Corey Haim died of pneumonia, I think. Since we were mentioning...
I'm pretty sure he died when he was like in his 40s. Pretty sure he died like recently.
Well, if
that's
you're talking about
why
Corey Haim, are you talking about the kid from Lost Boys? I was talking about somebody else.
Yeah.
I was talking about somebody else. Yeah, he died in the early 2000s. He died before the third movie could come, Lost Boys could come out. He's supposed to be in it, but he died, sadly. It wasn't because of drugs either or anything. He died because, I think, pneumonia or some shit. I don't know.
I don't know, but I remember because the documentary, like, Two Corys, like the documentary was supposed to come out after that guy died. That's why the documentary came out.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
I personally don't care. I don't care about Corey.
We'll get to that.
I don't care about any of them.
Corey Haim movies. We'll definitely review one of those since The Lost Boys is one of those movies, so... Because we're definitely going to read them.
Yeah, I gotta watch The Lost Boys, so yeah.
What, have you never watched The Lost Boys?
No.
Oh, you never watched it?
And I don't know anything about it, and I would prefer to not know anything, but I saw the poster. I do not know anything about that movie.
Lost Boys is a really good movie. It's really fun. It has
Corey Feldman
in it, so you'll enjoy
it. Yes, I know.
I know you do.
I know. I'm going into the movie blind. All I know is it's got Corey Feldman, another Corey, and it's a vampire movie.
The same guy who directed Batman and Robin directed that movie.
That does not give me hope.
Yeah, I know, but it's actually a good movie. It's actually a good movie, so.
Dude, that's like telling me the guy who played Elmo played Batman. Like, that's not giving me hope. That doesn't give me any hope.
It's not supposed to. But, no. That movie's good, so. Anyway, we actually get one of the, Splinter's origin with, Yoshi and, shit like that. His master died
Yoshi.
and shit. I think it's the girl. Was the girl named Yoshi? I can't remember. Oh, no, it was the guy.
I don't know. Yoshi. Why would I care? It's barely in the movie at all. It's like a 2-minute scene.
In the cartoon, Yoshi and him are the same person. So this is more like the comics, which I actually do like. It makes him an actual rat. So anyway, his master died by Splinter.
You dirty rat.
You dirty rat. Yes, Shredder's the rat. We all know it. But Shredder dies. Shredder gets his face bit and stuff, and Shredder's like, "Kid, give me the information. Give me this. You know something." Shredder's just so He just gives so much God damn it, I can't say the word. He's just so God damn it. He just
Imitating.
Yeah, he's just so much. God damn it, he's just so badass.
You can't say the word.
There's lots of words I can't say sometimes when I want to say.
When we have a 1-year anniversary, we need to compile the best moments, and this is going to be on there.
Yeah. Well, I'm not editing that shit together. That's for damn sure. Some fan can do that.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody wants to do it, just do it. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck.
No, you're editing it together, man. You're going over 10 hours of you're going over 20 hours of footage to find the greatest moment, and you're gonna edit them together. I'll pay you $5, brother, because by that time I'll be 18.
Mm-hmm.
By that time I'll be 18, so I'll pay you to do it.
If you pay me like $20, I'll do it.
15 and you got it.
Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Why
15
not?
and 15 and 50 cents.
Why not? Sure, I'll do it. Fuck it.
Yeah!
Unless some
we did it, guys.
Unless some fans already done it, then I won't do it. But
Fad, if you will do this, I will make sure that at the end of next podcast, I will make sure that Jay edits it into the last part of the podcast.
yeah, this just
I will make sure Jay edits it into this podcast.
I'll do it. Just it'll take me some time to do. It won't be ready by the 1-year anniversary, that's for sure. Since we have a couple, because I want to get all the moments in that I can. And Scary Movie 2 is my guess will be our 1-year anniversary, because that's the first movie we did. So might as well do the sequel then, you know?
Yeah.
But the next year after that, then we'd have to come up with something else. Then we do Scary Movie 3.
Yeah,
every anniversary.
How about this for our anniversaries? We'll do after our 1-year anniversary. We'll start doing games for our anniversaries. So that way we have a goal to achieve too. Because games take a while to review, unlike movies. Yeah, movies you only have to work an hour, but a game it can go up to 30 hours.
Same with a TV show.
You know,
it's rare that we'll review something like. It's rare that we'll review a TV show, you know?
Yeah.
It'll happen. But you do the next scene, it's where the Foot are attacking the turtles and they're ready for them.
So this scene is amazing, just like the other scene, it's great. Splinter is, Raphael is fighting, Michelangelo is fighting using his nunchucks. Leonardo is fighting using everything he's got, and their numbers just keep going down and down and down. The Foot Clan just keep coming and coming and coming, but this time they're ready for them. They just move in and dodge, and they're not just staying there like a tank. They can take the bullets.
There's one thing I want to say. There's a scene where the Ninja Turtles are fighting the Foot after the smoke, and Raphael's eating a fucking apple, being cool and rude. It's a really good moment. I like it.
Yo, dude, you edited out. You cut out, bro. Say it again.
Sorry. Fucking when Raphael is eating an apple right after he's done fighting a bunch of Foot. It's there any more? Or something like that. It was something about it being too easy. That's the moment of Raphael being cool and rude, and I really like it.
I do not remember that scene, but that scene is probably badass.
It's really badass. So fucking badass. I love it. But they keep fighting the Foot and Michelangelo's trying to come up with a catchphrase. He comes up with some decent ones, and it's a really fun scene.
But then Splinter comes up with the best one.
No, there's one more. There's one more. I love being a turtle. That's one of the best ones. It's second best, but it's still really good. Just depending on the moment. But it's a really good catchphrase, and I love that. It's one of my favorite scenes from the movie.
But the best one comes from Splinter.
Mm-hmm.
Cowabunga!
Yeah, we'll get
I made a funny!
I made a funny! Ha 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 ha! We'll get to that.
You don't do it right. Man, he does I made a funny!
Yeah, it's more like that, but whatever, it doesn't matter.
That's because you do more of your demon voice when you do his voice.
Oh
that's
yeah,
wrong.
I like doing the demon voice. So anyway, Splinter being such a good guy, well, actually, Casey, helps him out. He's able to get Splinter out of the, place. He's able to free him, defeat the second in command, whatever his name is. I don't remember his name. The guy barely talking, just grunts. I don't know his name. But,
yeah, the guy who just kicked a bunch of kids' asses because they failed him.
He just likes to grunt. That's all he does. I don't even think he has any lines, to be honest. He might have, like, one or two.
No, he has one line. He has one line where he's like, do not, like, put your head down to an enemy, or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. He has at least one line, I think, but not many. He doesn't have very many lines at all. But either way, he's a cool... hiccups. Hiccup. So anyway,
I'm sorry, man.
It's fine. Splinter is able to turn all the rest of the foot. I don't know. These guys technically call it. I guess they are foot. So he's able to change their minds because Splinter's such a cool guy. You know. We all know.
Splinter is a badass.
Yeah, Splinter be that badass. And all the foot are finally defeated. All of them are down, and the turtles have finally finished everybody. But the boss is there to fucking kick some ass. Shredder, who's the big boss of the level. Yeah, it's a badass scene. Cause, here, you wanna talk about the scene?
What scene is it?
When,
I'm sorry, you can talk about it better than I have, since I don't really remember it.
So, all the Ninja Turtles are fighting, Shredder, all one by one, because they're trying to have fun. Because, you know, one-on-one is the most fun, but they all get their asses kicked by Shredder since they're all going one-on-one, you know? And,
you never go one-on-one on an opponent. This is why the bad guy always... This is why the good guys, like, always, whenever bad guys, like, try and fight them, they always go one at a time. It's like, if you gang up on him, you know, like, three at a time, you could kill him because he can't fight off all of you.
Well, except for Dragon Ball, that's the only exception. That's the only one exception. But anyway,
that's because Dragon Balls, the characters are like three people rolled into one. Strong some of the characters are.
Some of the characters are really strong, so I don't know. It doesn't work. So anyway, so they all fight them one by one, and Shredder says something that really pisses them off. They're saying that, he says that Splinter's dead and that he killed the rat. But then, Leo is at sword point by, Shredder, but Splinter is alive and he's there to help, which is badass to see him alive, you know? Splinter, we all know he's badass. And he's able to get...
Splinter is like the Alfred of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You don't think he's badass, but he's
awesome. So badass. You know? And, Shredder, reveals that he is Orokusaki, you know? So, Splinter, so he wants revenge for his face, and he goes after Splinter stupidly. Very, very stupidly. This is one of the... Shredder always goes out like a dumbass. Always. But it's, so anyway, he's taken down because of stupidity, and Casey murders the man. You know? And, Splinter... Oh, actually, he's not murdered. He's not dead, but, he was dead. So anyway, Shredder's taken down, and everything is complete. And, Casey and, April finally get ready to kiss. Now all they have to do is fuck already. And we get one of the best lines. I'll let you say that line. Go!
What line?
Cowabunga.
I'm sorry.
Cowabunga!
Cowabunga!
Cow a fucking dog shit.
Cowabunga!
Cowabunga.
I did a funny!
I did a funny. All the movies end with I did a funny, so... It's really fun. It's definitely a really good ending, and then we get that rap song, which is fun to listen to. It's really fun. It's just such a funny song.
Yeah.
It's kind of catchy, too.
And yeah, I didn't listen to the whole thing.
I don't normally listen to the whole
stopped.
thing either, but I really do enjoy it. It's really cool, and I really do love this movie. Here, do you want to get into final thoughts now? Here, you can go first.
This movie is one of the greatest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ever to be made. It's one of the greatest interpretations of the Turtles outside of the comics and the 2003 TV show. It's a really good movie, great animation. Jen Hudson did an amazing job. I'm so sad that he's dead. All the actors did amazing work, and the actress who plays April, will you marry me?
This movie is really
And if the actor who plays April, I would like you to marry me, please.
She's probably older now. She's probably in her, like, 50s.
I don't care.
Okay, go ahead. Go
Older
for the
women
gilf.
have more experience.
Go for the gilf.
Older women have more experience.
The only problem is you only be able to last, like, a minute.
Yeah, shut up.
So anyway, yeah, I love this movie. It's always been one of my favorite action movies, one of my favorite superhero movies. It's just a great movie. The comedy, it just works so well. And they do it, like, they don't do it too often. It's not completely just comedy. I love the dark moments. When it's serious, it's really good, and I love that about this movie. When it gets serious, I love it. This movie is just so damn good. I give this movie a 5 out of 5 for just being amazing, and I love this movie. And even though the sequels aren't as good, I still love them too. Except for maybe Turtles 3, I still have to rewatch it. But yeah, this movie's great. We both love it. So I think we're done, right?
Yep.
Yep. We're all
Ladies
done.
and gentlemen, this has been the Deadites podcast. Thank you so much for joining. Next episode will be our ASMR episode, so I hope you tune in to the greatness that is ASMR, and talk to you guys later. We have fucked up on the last few podcasts, but don't worry, we are getting back onto the shape,
Yep,
so I hope
getting back
you all
on
have an
track.
amazing day,
I'm getting back where you
and talk
need
to you all later.
And we're done. See y'all later. Bye.
Bye.